Now, back again with me, Shafa Amira from A302 News. Currently, I am having a conference with Sriwijaya Air, the police team, and Basarnas related to the press conference of the Sriwijaya Air SJ-182 aircraft, which has lost contact in the waters between Laki and Lancang Islands yesterday, 9 January 2021. Ms. Nabila Mararista, as Corporate Communication Relations, um, Mr. Tan Faizal Rahman from the police team, and Ms. Amrina Roshada from Basarnas will be the spokesperson for today's press conference. And now, the status of the aircraft is still unknown, and we are still waiting for confirmation and pray that the passengers can unite with their families again. And now, Ms. Nabila Mararista, as Corporate Communications Relations from Sriwijaya Air, can start the press conference. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Syafa Amira. Assalamualaikum, Shalom Om Swastiastu, Nama Budaya, Salam Kebajikan. Me, Nabila, as Corporate Communication of Sriwijaya Air, will present several important points regarding to the current incident that happened. Sriwijaya Air SG-182 fly from Jakarta to Pontianak that has lost contact since 1440, which is estimated to be located 11 miles from Soekarno-Hatta Airport. First and foremost, please allow us and all stakeholders and relevant teams to convey our heartfelt sympathies to the noble families of the Sriwijaya Air 182 passengers. Okay, first I will explain the chronological sequences of event as follows, according to the records of the Soekarno-Hatta Airport ATC team. First, Sriwijaya Air 182 Pontianak route take off from Soekarno-Hatta Airport at 14:36 with no delay. And then at 2:37 p.m., Sriwijaya Air 182 made contact with Jakarta approach after being recorded to have crossed an altitude of 1,700 feet after takeoff. The aircraft requested permission to ascend and was granted permission to ascend to an altitude of 29,000 feet following standard instrument departure procedures. And then at 1440, Jakarta approach showed that Sriwijaya Air 182 not heading towards 075 degrees but towards the northwest, which is not the route that should be taken. Therefore, ATC asking to the Sriwijaya Air 182 for the current direction of the plane, and then not long after that, the plane was disappeared from the radar. Okay, we need to inform that Sriwijaya aircraft carried exactly 62 people. It means that no overflow passengers. The details are consist of 40 adults, 7 children, 3 infants, plus 12 crew, divided into 6 active crew and 6 extra crew members, and all Indonesian citizens. Right now, Sriwijaya Air has built 24-hour emergency post for passenger families, one point in Jakarta at Soekarno-Hatta, and then the second one is in Pontianak at Bandara Supadio International Airport. The following initiative that already taken by Sriwijaya Air. Ms. Syafa Amira, please to the next slide. Okay, the first one is we already coordinate with related stakeholders, which is Basarnas, KNKT, police team, TNI, and the Ministry of Transportations. And then the second one is established information center emergency post at Pontianak and Jakarta, which is located at Terminal 2 at Gate B of the departure gate in Soekarno-Hatta. And then at Supadio International Airport, it is located at Gate C departure gate in its airport. And then the third one is Sriwijaya Air make sure that we will cover all medical expenses. And then the fourth one, coordinated internally with Askrindo and CIU Insurance to facilitate claim insurance process. And then the fifth one is to cooperate with medical personnel for evacuation process. And then the sixth one, we already provide accommodation 3 days, 2 nights for families of passengers who want to visit our emergency post center, but it is not live in Jabodetabek or Pontianak. And for further information and details, you can call hotline Sriwijaya Air at 021-880-237 for further information. And then number 7, we also make sure to provide it regular information directly to families' passenger contact number. And then we ensure and try our best to provide special assistance to families who currently need psychological and material support for the passenger family. And lastly, we ensure and try our best to provide special assistance as what I said, and then directly sending current updates information into family passengers contact person. And then that is all. And it should be noted together that we are currently conducting such an evacuation process so that there is no data on passenger casualties, and we hope that until the end of the process all is running well and smoothly. For systematic details of the coordination with police team, I will invite Mr. Tan Faisal to provide some information. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Nabila Manarista, for the coverage regarding the accidents. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan. We thank God Almighty for giving the opportunity to gather here with good health and good condition to all of us. Until this day, everyone is worried. We all want to just fast forward to the final conclusion and end this chapter as if it did not happen at the first place. However, things happen, and all we can do is to pay respect towards the victim and finish the situation so that nobody left questioning with unanswered question. It is with our deep condolences knowing what happened to the victims and the relative of Sriwijaya Air with the plane code HJ182. We wish nothing but a clear end for the situation for all. As the representative of National Police of Indonesia, we will coordinate with Indonesian National Board for Disaster Management and the representative of Sriwijaya Airlines, Ministry of Transportation, and fellow media partner to collect all evidences, integrated internal coordination, and factual thus most updated information for the people. We are building a cohesive collaboration to mitigate any misinformation related for the plane to the plane crash, and only hope for clear future for the victims and their relatives. Any update during this ongoing investigation will be delivered to the public as soon as possible. We also like to inform that we are supporting the effort taken by Sriwijaya Air in providing support center for the victims' relatives, and would like to encourage any family members that affected by this accident to use the emotional support provided by the Sriwijaya if necessary. Again, we from National Police of Indonesia are sorry for what happened to the passenger of HJ182 and their relatives, and will contribute our best along with other parties involved during this ongoing investigation of the case, and promise the people the most updated information regarding to our findings. Uh, that is it from National Police of Indonesia, me as a representative. Thank you. Next, in regard to our collaborative effort, we'd like to invite Ms. Amrina Roshada from Basarnas. Please, Ms. Ocha, time and place are yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Tan Faisal, for inviting us. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Basarnas, offer our deepest condolence for the incident that happened. Sriwijaya Air SJ182 flight from Jakarta to Pontianak that has lost contact since 14:40 waktu Indonesia bagian Barat on Saturday, 9 January 2021. As is known, the Sriwijaya Air SJ182 plane lost contact between Lucky Island and Lancang Island on Saturday at around 14:40 WIB or 4 minutes after taking off from Soekarno-Hatta Airport, Tangerang. The plane carried 62 people consisting of 6 crew, 46 adult passengers, 7 children, and 3 infants. We have been contacted by the police to assist in this incident, we from the Joint SAR team will try to continue to search for the whereabouts of the victims' body parts and the cockpit voice recorder of the Sriwijaya Air SJ-182 aircraft that crashed in the water of the Thousand Island. Our Joint SAR team has found the point of the Sriwijaya Air SJ-182 plane crash. In addition, the team has also detected a signal from the plane's black box. The search will also focus on the victim to the black box. Dive team from various units ranging from Basarnas, Denjaka, Taifib, Puslambair, Kopaska, Marines, Bakamla, Police to Customs continue to focus on diving in 4 sectors. We also coordinate with the fishermen because they present the human remains of the victim bodies have spread to both the surface and the ocean floor. The process of searching for victims up to the black box of the Sriwijaya Air SJ-182 aircraft in the waters of the Thousand Island was carried out in 24 hours. The search and rescue operation lasts 24 hours from the SAR operations operator technically. It can be monitored, and it can be carried out in shifts. And with the COVID-19 surround us this pandemic, our Basarnas team will conduct a swab test at the GICT 2 Tanjung Priok, command post on all joint SAR teams involved in carrying out SAR operations before going into the field, and will continue to pay attention to health protocols. That's all the information that I can give until right now. Thank you. Okay, thank you so much for the informations given. Now I want to ask questions first to Ms. Nabila Mararista as the Corporate Communication Relations of Sriwijaya Air. So recently there are rumors and speculation circling around social media that the lost contact of Sriwijaya Air SJ-182 happened because of the technician's negligence or the aircraft is already too old to be used. So what is your comment regarding this issue? And the second one, I'd like to ask Mr. Tan Faizal Rahman as the police team. So there might be times where the hotline regarding passengers' information from Sriwijaya Air might be full and some people cannot access it. And also there might be passengers' families that are not in Jabodetabek or Pontianak. Can they call the local police for help regarding the passengers' information, since Sriwijaya and the police are working together regarding this incident? And lastly, to Ms. Amrina Roshada as from Basarnas team. So in what depth was the black box signal detected? Thank you very much. Maybe you can answer the question first while waiting for Ms. Nabila to return, sir.
Of course. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Ms. Shafa, for the question. It is within our concern that there might be times where the hotline is full and therefore left some calls on stray. Currently, we are doing our best in fulfilling the support needed during this grieving moment and coordinate with the responsible parties in attempt to give the people, especially relative of the victims, the most updated information related to the accident. However, we'd like to inform as well that we are diffusing the news ASAP with the media, and therefore people can be informed with reliable information that broadcasted by the media. I think that's from National Police of Indonesia in answering the question being asked. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, thank you, Ms. Safa Amira, for the questions. The black box of the Sriwijaya airplane on the Jakarta Pontianak route was detected at a depth of 18 meters below sea level, and we will conduct further search for the black box itself, and we will try our best to as soon as possible to find the black box. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm sorry for the interruption. Thank you. Currently, it is not our priority to focusing on the negative speculation because we only knew the causes of the lost contact of the airplane itself by black box. So right now we are currently focusing on the search and evacuation process and also to search for the black box. Thank you.
All right, that's all for today's press conference from Sriwijaya Air, the police team, and Basarnas. Thank you so much for the confirmation and cooperation. I'm Shafa Amira from A302 News, signing out. Thank you very much.
Here are the following press release documents provided by Sriwijaya Air that later will be distributed to all fellow media and public as additional information benchmark.